A lot of people like to say there's no real difference between the two parties, that they're all the same and they're all corrupt, and perhaps they are all corrupt. They're definitely not the same on policy. But really, the biggest difference between the two parties as far as voters goes is the right does not understand the positions of the left. They do not have it right. They do not get what's really behind every policy position. The left understands the right's positions, and they understand why, and they understand what their reasoning is. They think it's wrong, but they understand what it is. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest issues as this goes is abortion rights. People have crazy ideas on the right that the left wants to murder babies, murder actual babies. So to be clear, and everybody has tried to explain this a million times, I'll explain one more time. Nobody's walking into an abortion clinic at 8 months pregnant and saying, with a perfectly healthy pregnancy, perfectly healthy baby, and saying, I want an abortion. That's not an abortion, it's a delivery. An 8-month-old fetus is almost surely capable of living outside the womb on its own. Roe versus Wade went up to viability, meaning it did not allow for abortions past the point where the child could live outside of the womb on its own. That was never the case. And what they do is they keep lying and saying these insane things like the left wants to have abortions all the way up to 9 months just on demand, and they even want to kill born babies. Totally insane. Totally insane. That is not happening. That has never been happening. That's a complete lie. If that was the left's position, why wouldn't they just say so? Why do they keep telling you, no, that's not correct, you're wrong? But here's what they're doing wrong. Here's what abortion rights advocates are doing wrong. You keep seeing these congressional hearings or state legislature hearings where someone will come and ask an absurd question. Like, do you believe you should be able to murder a baby, a newborn baby, or abort a 9-month-old fetus? And the advocate, instead of saying no, starts saying your question is absurd and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The problem with that is that you're taking what they're asking, you're assuming it's in bad faith, and almost surely it is. But the people watching, they think it's in good faith. They think it's a genuine question. They really think that that's what you're advocating for. So what you need to do when they come out with these bad faith questions is just act as though it's in good faith and say, no, we don't believe that should be going on. Okay, that is not happening ever. The reason for legislation or anti-legislation, I should say, that removes the government from the entire process is because you don't know what's going on. The baby might die at 8 months pregnant, and the process of removing that dead baby is called an abortion. Women are getting seriously hurt, dying because doctors are afraid to remove a non-viable pregnancy because it's called an abortion. Nobody is advocating for infanticide. Nobody is advocating for aborting a perfectly healthy baby who's able to live outside the womb. Nobody. Not happening. Here's what they need to say. No, I don't believe that. And what they haven't done, they need to make this clear. We are with you. We're all on the same side here. Nobody wants a perfectly healthy fetus aborted that's able to live outside the womb. Nobody wants infanticide. We all find that abhorrent. Everybody finds that abhorrent. The left is not advocating for that. Abortion rights advocates are not advocating for that. That is not reality. We are all on the same side here. No infanticide. That's what they need to start making clear. Remember, you're not talking to the idiot asking you a bad faith question. You're talking to the people who think that question is in good faith, who think that you want to murder perfectly viable babies. Nobody advocates for that. Nobody wants that. If they did, they would say so. It's a policy position. They don't want that, and that's crazy. Most people are in favor of abortion rights. When you go to the grocery store, you look around, do most of those people seem like rabid animals? Because who would want to murder babies legally unless they were a rabid animal? That's not what's happening.